Cups up.
Cups up. Everybody, welcome. True Sunlight members, premium members, Cup of Justice listeners. This is a big day for us. We have television host Julie Grant on, former trial lawyer. She is the host of Opening Statements, which appears Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 a.m. on Court TV. I have been on her show a number of times, and I can safely say that she is the warmest host that I have ever appeared in front of. She just makes you feel very comfortable. Her questions are inviting, and certainly her disposition is perfect. So with that said,
Eric,
Liz,
kind.
we need to welcome Julie Grant on our show.
It's really nice to see somebody who isn't afraid to give their analysis of a case without sort of, maybe it's more through the lens of a victim, I would say, which we'll talk about. But I wanted you to tell people more about Opening Statements, which became a show in September of last year, I believe.
Yes.
So just let's hear about it. Let's hear what you do and what you're trying to achieve with it and everything.
Oh my gosh, I love you too. Thank you for this warm welcome. First of all, thank you for having me on Cup of Justice. Your podcast is awesome. So this has been a brand new creation for Court TV, and it's been so cool to be a part of it and create the show from the ground up. The idea was, okay, we're going to launch Court TV Live, and then we're going to have this nighttime show that's really a show, and it doesn't have the live broadcasting. It's not like calling a ball game. It's more presenting different segments and ideas and analysis. And so it worked so well. The network was saying, hey, we need that in the morning before the court day gets started. It's a time where I get to be a voice for victims. And Liz, thank you for saying that, because that's something that's really important to me. And Ethan, my boss, knows that. And so really through the show, I've gotten to kind of go back in the courtroom in a way and do some advocacy journalism. And so I open it up with an opening statement, and then I bring on the best legal minds in the country, like Eric Bland, and I have him come on and I pick his brain about all sorts of cases. And we have guests from all around: law enforcement, psychology, podcasters. We have various people, which I love. The different voices and the different areas of expertise come together, and we're loose. I say it's like coffee in court. We get warmed up. It's not as formal as Court TV Live, where we're a bit more serious and we're a bit more focused on calling the ball game, the play-by-play, and the color commentary, so to speak. With
right before I got on with you guys, I broke some news that the Michael Colucci retrial, which was originally tried in 2018, in fact, it was the first case that the new Court TV aired.
Sure was.
That case is being postponed. It was due to go to retrial on Monday. And the reason for the postponement is different from, it's been postponed several times over the course of 6 years, largely because of COVID, also because of the defense attorney's health, just several times. But this time, the victims were very sure that it was going to happen on Monday. And here we find out it's not. And the reason is because they didn't book enough time for the case, which was foreseeable, preventable, what have you. But one of the victims, but the daughter of the victim, Sarah Lynn's daughter, is getting married in June. And, it's sad for me because it's like I was hoping so much that she would have some sort of resolution. Her mom was killed 9 years ago.
You're right, because it's a total inconvenience. It's a slap in the face to Sarah's daughter, and she's been victimized enough. And now they may even lose witnesses. Because people plan their lives. I always say it's like herding cats, trying to get your witnesses lined up for a trial. Right. And then now they're going back another month, reissue all those subpoenas. Yeah. That's really a crying shame.
It's difficult in a criminal case, too, because the defense will say, I'm going to put on a defense of a week or 2 weeks. And what ends up happening is they don't. Because they do such a good job on cross-examination. They essentially try their case on the cross-examination of the government's case, that when it gets time for their case, it may be one witness or it may be none. They may not put up a defense. But in a civil context, you have to put up a defense that would be the defendant, the expert witnesses. It's a rarity. We saw Alex Murdaugh testify. And certainly in Greg Leone's case, which was a murder that took place in our state, he testified. But that's such a rarity, Liz. And Julie knows that. But in criminal cases, they say 6 weeks, and it may only turn out to 3. But I guess Andy is really going to put him through the paces. Andy Savage.
Oh, I remember
yeah.
him tying that hose around his neck, trying to question
Yeah.
the ME. Oh my gosh, he makes some big moments. He's very
He's good.
theatrical.
He's a very good lawyer.